into the 2019-2020 season, in preseason, did you have any certain feeling that this season was going to be a little bit different than your previous seasons?
I mean, definitely it was going to be different just because of the kids that we had returning and then the kids that we did bring in. I just felt like it was going to be a really special season. I mean, we had 3 Division II transfers on our team, and just a really strong core back. So I knew going in, we definitely had very, very high expectations.
Perfect. Awesome. Do you have a favorite memory of like preseason and then regular season?
I mean, I think just like all the time with the kids is always my favorite, especially off of the court, because everybody just sees me as their coach, but we try to do a lot of fun things, a lot of team bonding stuff. So we'll go on team hikes and we just try to be together as much as possible off the court, because I think that really builds our bond on the court when you can do it off the court. So we just did we do a ton of community service. I mean, the Ronald McDonald experience really just sticks out for me. I really enjoyed that experience with my team. That was in September of 2019, so the start of the season, and just kicked the year off in the right direction. So that was great. And then during the season, I mean, we just had a ton of fun memories, a lot of obviously key wins, and then obviously my favorite was winning the championship.
Right. Do you think doing like your team bonding experience helped you grow your team and be able to go on like a championship run?
I think so. I mean, they're really, really close off the court, but I think just building that relationship with me and them, and then them within each other, I think that's huge. So we try to do as much as possible, even if it's simple things like just going out to team dinners and whatnot, just spending as much time as we can together.
Did you have like a best feeling throughout the season, like something that you knew was gonna like change the rest of like your season going forward?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, honestly, it sounds crazy, but I think our loss at Notre Dame was probably the best thing for us. It was our only conference loss, and I think we kind of needed a reality check at that point because we were getting really, really high on ourselves, which was great because, I mean, at that time, we were dominating the CSAC and we were winning by like 25 points a game. It was at that point. So the fact that we went down to Baltimore and we lost a close game, I mean, everybody was so upset that we lost and we couldn't do like the undefeated season. But looking back on it now, I mean, I think it was the best thing for us because it got us to refocus and see that we weren't just invincible. And I think that really propelled us going forward.
Right. Going into preseason, did you guys feel like you could make that championship run, or were you guys just kind of focused on game by game?
I mean, a little bit of both. I knew I always have a team meeting at the beginning of the year and we talk about our goals as a team and individually. And my first year when I came in, nobody's goal was to win the CSAC championship because they didn't believe in it.
Right.
And when we got to the CSAC championship my first year, I think the light bulb finally clicked for them and they realized that they can get there. So year 2 going in, we again asked what's our team goal, and every single one of them said winning that CSAC championship. So, I mean, it was definitely a focus of every single practice, every single game. I mean, we knew what we needed to focus on and what the ultimate goal was. So, yes.
Did you have like a really like bring together moment during your title run that you guys had, like just kind of brought the whole team together?
I mean, it was crazy. The championship game, we were up by so much in the first half and our team was so confident at halftime, and it scared me to death because they're all happy and I'm in the hallway trying to prepare my halftime speech, and I'm just shaking my head because I knew it was the worst thing for us. So obviously St. Elizabeth made their run, and we were able to withhold their run. So I think that was a big part of it. But yeah, if I could go back and change it, it would to be not to be up by 24 in the first half, because that was awful.
Right. Do you have any final thoughts about the season that you guys had? Any like other memories you wanted to share?
I mean, it was a great season. Really enjoyable. I think the most enjoyable part of it was obviously winning the championship, but just seeing the community support from Keystone come out to that game, and just like when they rushed the court afterwards. I mean, that's a feeling that I know I'll never forget and my kids will never forget. And it was just such an exciting atmosphere, and I explain it to recruits all the time. It's something that I can't really explain, because you just had to be there. The gym was packed. It was so loud. My point guard couldn't hear me calling out the plays, so she had to try to communicate. So that's why we have our whole number system. But it was just really, really exciting. And just after we did win and they rushed the court, I mean, to see our kids, and there's pictures to prove it, but just their faces. I mean, that's what it's all about. So that was super exciting, and for it to be first one in school history, that was huge. And just the experience to go on to the NCAA tournament and play against a team with the caliber of Messiah. I mean, that's just and for the most part we stuck with them for about 28 minutes. I mean, I was so proud of this team.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
No problem. Anytime you need it.